Alright guys, welcome to part 2. And in the last episode, we got off the train here and got to Sector 7 here. That's Sector, or that's 7th Heaven there where Barrett just came out of. And that little trick I just did there, that's a little speedrun tactic. If you go in and out, it kind of skips a little scene that happens if you were to just continue on. You just get like this, a few dialogue boxes for Barrett, but meh. So here we are in 7th 11, and a little child there is Marlene. And this girl here is Tifa. That's Cloud's long childhood friend. And she kind of gives Cloud flack for some things, but I guess it's for good reasons, I suppose. She kind of tends to be a little bitchy at times, but I guess that's just her personality. So, the flyer that I got earlier from the mystery girl there, I'm giving that to Tifa. That will add points to Tifa there towards the dating points. If I was to give it to Marlene, it would actually go towards to Barrett, which you can get a date with, so to speak. So, I suppose that getting a date on Barrett could be a lot easier to do, because I think there's a glitch that allows you to add quite a bit of points to his relationship points or something like that, but it's like way later in the game. But meh. So down here is just a little secret compartment to where the actual, I guess like the meeting table and Barrett and Cloud here are just talking about the past mission that they just did, if there was anybody that Cloud knew.
Falcon Punch!
Jesus. So right now, Barrett is just giving Cloud some flack about being in Soldier and all that, and being a former thing there, thinking he misses being with them and all that, but Cloud has to make a statement that he's not really with them, so like I said, Jesse there, that's near the computer there and the TV, she's obviously the techie of the group. I'm guessing she's the one that makes the bombs and all that. Well, Barrett just kind of makes up the plans, and the others are just there for whatever reason. So we gotta go back up to the top area here, and Tifa will actually stop Cloud from actually leaving. And this will lead into a flashback scene to where we get a little backstory on Tifa's and Cloud's childhood when they were back in Nibelheim, which is their hometown. And after that scene, we'll be getting a offer to go do another job for Barrett here, and we'll go slightly different than last time. So I'm not sure if that those two options there like reflect anything on the relationship points there. I guess if you like sound douchey, it kind of takes away, and if you say sorry, I guess it might increase. I don't know. Well, here's where the flashback begins. That's the well in the center of the town. And what happened in the flashback, I mean, you'll see it here, but just kind of give context of what's going on. Cloud is sitting up here because he actually beforehand asked Tifa to meet up there for whatever reason. I don't know. It's because they really like each other around this time, so it was kind of they were besties. So at this point in the flashback, this is at a time to when I guess all the younger males here that are growing up, they're I guess getting done the schooling and probably going to go do jobs or whatever they want to do. And most of the time, it seems like I guess it's to go join the Shinra Corporation and become a soldier over there. Lowercase soldier, not, you know, the actual group soldier. Just to become like a guard there and get a paycheck. But Cloud here has a dream to actually go in the actual organization of soldier. And if you have played Crisis Core for the PSP, you'll know how well that how that went for Cloud. So Tifa here is gonna try to make a promise here that Cloud won't exactly be able to keep, even in the present time. And of course, young Cloud, he's all into impressing the ladies, so he kind of just goes along with it, even though he thinks it's kind of stupid. And that's all really what the flashback here is. It's just all about this promise that they made. It doesn't go into like far detail on what happened like after it or before it. You know, it's just a little backstory. So as we can see, as Cloud just said, he's not a hero or famous for any reason, and he can't keep that promise. So Tifa wants him to just keep the promise even regardless, because who knows? So an interesting little thing about what's coming up here in just a second. Barrett will agree to a payment for the next job, but it was Cloud who was supposed to say the name, but Barrett said it. So it was like, wait, I thought he was supposed to say it. So I don't know. You'll see what I mean here. Like right here, he'll say he'll do it for 3,000, and Barrett's gonna be outrageous about it, but he comes back with 2,000, and I guess, I don't know, I guess Cloud just never really verbally agrees to it. It's just kind of like, okay, here, 2,000. And right there, and it's thanking Cloud for, oh, thank you for accepting the 2,000 deal then. It's like, we didn't see him agree to that. What a wow. So, I guess apparently they don't have any beds around here, so... So here's a little interesting little thing I did even the last one. If you do the bottom in here, you'll get a little funny text thing about that, and Tifa just is clueless on what Cloud means. So there's gonna be an option to look at the tutorial for the materia system, and I will actually decline Barrett's request to do all that because I already know how to do it, so I don't need to go through the materia system. And really all it is that each materia, I guess starting from the green, which is magic, that usually deals with, you know, cure, you know, all the black and white magic stuff that you usually see. And each materia has a little, like, a plus and minuses on them, and if you like equip like any green, like, it increases your magic, but it decreases your HP, and it's, you know, whatever. But so the next color in line is, I guess it's a purple, but I think it's supposed to be blue. I don't know, it's just the way that the color is on my screen. It'll look like a purplish blue color to me. It kind of looks the same color as Cloud's outfit right now, but, you know, just kind of in a, like a glass color, but, you know. So, unrelated note here, I'm actually getting some iron bangles here for everybody. That will be a better armor there. Will actually, instead of having no slots at all in their armor, they'll have at least one. So you'll want to equip those and sell off the old equipment so you can get some money back. So going back to the I'm just gonna call it purple, you know, that's what it looks like to me. So the purple materia is the, I believe it's called support. It basically, I might be getting that wrong, but I think it's actually independent now when I think about it. But stuff like that all materia that I just got there, it's usually like with alls, like added effect things like status effects and elementals, to like kind of, you know, graft it onto your armor or weapon. And you can do things like, if you have like an elemental materia, you can put a fire with it and have a fire sword as an example, or if you put it in your armor, you can have some fire armor. And depending on how leveled up your materia is for both of the colors there, you'll eventually, armor-wise, you'll eventually start absorbing it. So it's kind of, if you don't have, let's say, an accessory to, let's say, absorb, let's say, lightning as an example, you can actually do a bypass and do a lightning and elemental in your armor to actually have the same effect. Granted, if you just do it the accessory, you won't have to waste your materia to do that, but it's an interesting bypass here. So as you can see here, I'm actually getting a few items, and I got one of all the other materials there. I'll be going through, spreading out the materia between all three characters here. Basically, I make it so that each character has at least one attack spell, and at least one or two people have a cure, and one person actually has a cure all. But in this instance, I'm actually going to have Cloud have a lightning and an all, so that way I can blaze through some enemies really quick. And what am I going to do here is I'm actually going to change my mind on my selection here. I'm actually going to switch to putting the lightning in my sword, like I'm doing right there, and I'm going to take the all off of Barret here. And I'm going to put that on Cloud, so then that way I can get rid of enemies a lot easier. So like I had mentioned in the first episode there, I do have a trainer going on so I can get some more AP, so it will actually... I won't have to get as many materia for everybody as I would have if I didn't, because it would level up a little bit faster than usual, and I'll probably master it by the time I get out of somewhere, so it's best to just, you know, deal with that, you know. I'm surprised I kept this in. But oh well. So, I'm surprised I just kept that in. I'm kind of facepalming right now. But if you actually continue going right, you can go into what is called the train graveyard, and you can fight in the little space that's right there. You can't go any further on there, but if you go around there, you can actually fight a bit level up, or you know, more slightly tougher enemies to level up a little bit more if you want to grind a little bit. But other than that, just get on the train like I just did. And like I had mentioned in the first episode, this train ride is actually going to go slightly different than the first one, going back here. As you can see, the guy in the red that just sat down, that Barret is talking to and is scaring the crap out of, he was there when we first came in. Of course, Barret is going off on anyone that's Shinra related, even if they just just jobs or something. You know, it's just, they have no bearing on what the Shinra company, no influence on anything. So it's just like, what are you going after them for? So Barret here will tell you that our next target is actually sector 5. And we're basically going to go and do the same thing. Except this time, we're not actually going to have a timer going that way. It will, when we go in there, it will look very similar to the intro one there, but it's going to be slightly different. There might be some screens that look similar, but overall it's slightly different. So, like I also mentioned in the first episode, the alarm system that's on this train there, the ID cards that they had going for the first time, they only worked once, so this time they don't have anything, so they're kind of like illegally on there right now, which I don't know why, since there's a guard right there that should probably like, hey, you need to buy a ticket or something. But as you can see right here, it actually goes off way earlier than usual. And it results in a little chase there. There's actually a speedrun tactic. If you actually, there will be a 15-second timer that will come up in a bit. If you let that go while you're still in this first one, this cart here will detach and you'll just jump off prematurely. And you know, I guess it's a lot quicker going that way. You had to go a few more screens than if you just kept going, but it's whatever. So as you saw, I just talked to the homeless guy and I got a Phoenix down, and I'm going to talk to this guy, and he's going to give me a high potion, which is my very first one. And it's good to get both of those because they'll come in handy later. So right here, the alarm thing is on a standby right now. It's going to do another one. And we have to keep running from cart to cart. And this guy that's going to be walking towards us, he's actually going to steal some of our money. You'll actually want to get that back because if you don't do anything, you'll actually lose quite a bit of money. So if you do what I did really quickly, you'll get your money back and just quickly get through the door there. And in this one, there's nothing there. So this is the end of the line right here. So now they're gonna do a jump off thing here. And I don't do it, but if you after you jump off and get to the next screen here, if you actually go towards the screen and you go in the opposite direction where you're supposed to go, if you keep going in that direction, you'll actually end up at a spot to where you can do an infinite fighting thing there, because there's like these two guards that will keep respawning or something like that, and you can just continuously fight and grind right there if you really wanted to, but I don't do that. So so the rest of the group kind of stay in disguise or something, and they stay on the train. I have no idea. So yeah, if you like I said, if you go towards the screen right there, you'll go where I was talking about. I think you have to go like, I don't know, it's like 5 screens or something like that. It takes a little bit to get to it, but if we're actually supposed to go this way, which we're actually going to do because we don't need to grind. So we have to actually go into this little ventilation shaft right here. That's right next to these it's like a detection laser. It's not like an actual barrier. If they actually walk through it, it'll actually go make an alarm go off. Well, it's kind of funny, the ladder is on the other side where where Cloud is actually climbing down. It's like he's actually not exactly climbing on the ladder. It is or whatever. So this one here, you can actually go on either this middle one or the further one down on the left there. They both go to the same spot. You just come out on a different area. But this way is actually just shorter to go where you need to go, because it lesser steps to get to the next area. Well, you talk to Jessie here, she'll explain why that happened. One thing I hate about random battles, it's like as soon as you talk to somebody and then you turn to go walk away, like one step. But I get that battle in because that was an intro new. I think this next battle that I do go into, I do speed it up though. I don't like kind of cut it out completely, but I kind of go past it because they're easy to get rid of here. They're not that. Most of the enemies around here are really easy. And you'll see it here in just a minute after I get out of my menu here. So enjoy! So yeah, I just sped it to where just the last enemy was about to get the last hit. wasn't really needed for you to sit through, you know, like 3 minutes of me fighting there. That I was gonna be say, I know I said they're easy to kill, but they kind of take more than one hit to kill. I think they take like maybe three or four, depending on your damage output. Now all we have to do is slide down on this thing here, and it's actually very similar to the very first intro thing there. You'll see a lot of similarities. And I'm actually going to be saving it right at the save point to where you actually do see it. So I will catch you in the next episode there, and as soon as I save, I will catch you guys in the next episode. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you think. So take care, guys.